It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. Next on Madden NFL 24.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. But tonight we've got a good AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New England Patriots. Welcome again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway in Foxborough. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 8. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That one on the money to Bourne downfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. And they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and a yard. He'll look to throw. He finds Douglas complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that'll be complete to Stevenson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. Here's Jackson to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. To throw is Jackson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Patriots take over. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On the counter, it's Stevenson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. As they've got it as we resume action. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down, and as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench, not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2. Henry up the middle. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Jackson. To the sideline and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Jordan Stout now. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Patriots ready to get the football back. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
A throw over the middle, taken in. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This is 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw here. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete, Hunter Henry with the ground. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Back to throw again. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
A 5-yard touchdown. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Joey Sly on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. That time, a 6-play drive.
And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now is the punter, Jordan Stout. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this returnable for Rager. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he's brought down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 19. A good pickup there at 22. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right,
we were
Coach,
certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. On the return, Deontay Hardy. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
A first down carry for Henry. There's a nice move. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 5.
Again, it's Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown.
46 yards for Derrick Henry. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2.
But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
They'll drop to throw.
Open man, that's Henry. And Henry's going to pick up the Patriots' first down as he'll get this up to the 39.
It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's taken on the 25. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option.
And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. On the draw, here's Mitchell.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a first down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. The Patriot offense now set to come back out on the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards to pick up there.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Straight ahead at Stevenson.
It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. They'll look to throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Now Jackson on first down.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Second down and 3.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Running left, it's Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second down and 4.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. On second down, here's Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers and freeing up the D-lineman to make the play.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
He's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Jackson.
Can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. O'Shane Zimenez in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Now how about that? Rattled by a big play on the previous snap, they bounce back, and that's exactly what they needed defensively, getting a big play of their own.
Jackson to throw. Complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with the offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late 4th quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. So the Patriots now trailing 14-13, 24 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. They'll look to throw. He's got Smith-Schuster. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This is 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
He'll look to throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score to overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Foxborough, good night, everybody.